Hello, today I'm bringing you a Pokemon ORAS Wi-Fi battle against Dreadwolf or Spyro the Wolf. His account will be linked down below, and this is the first time I believe I've ever battled another content creator, so that's pretty cool. So anyway, we jump off straight into this battle, as he leads off with his Frostlass and I lead off with my Shroom, and expecting an Ice Beam to the face here. I was going to withdraw, but something just told me just to stay in, that just kind of gut feeling you get at times. So went straight for the Spore here, and of course he sets up that layer of spike, so it is the lead Frostlass, which I must admit never versed before, so pretty interesting set. So he's asleep that first turn, where I go straight to the Rock Tomb here, and this turns out to be actually a better play than I realised at the time, because basically now, this turn, after the Focus Sash kicks in, the speed drop makes sure I'm going to go first this turn, so he can't set up Destiny Bond or anything like that in that. And of course Shroom plays a really good part later on in the match, and of course the Frostlass took me the finger by giving me the Cursed Body, disabling my Seed Bomb. So he sends it into Electivire here, and I know these things like to punch people in the face with, you know, the elemental punches and stuff like that, so I'm not particularly wanting to stick around to be punched in the face. So I go into my Mixed Wall, which is my Whoop here. So basically, Mixed Wall Arcanine, max special defense. I use the Intimidate to try and get special attackers down and hope to god this thing doesn't have Earthquake. So hits me in the face with a nice punch, barely does any damage, but that layer of spikes is of course going to be able to take its toll. But of course this thing does have the Earthquake and causes me a hell of a lot of damage, and I just managed to live that. Eat my Citrus Berry here, and I don't know what was wrong, either, you know, the berry was poisoned, the Earthquake really messed my Whoop up. Now he misses the Willow Miss. So Willow Miss is kicking in, so it goes to the Thunder Punch here, predicting some kind of switch, but I managed to live that, and Arcanine misses the Willow Miss again. Just, it cannot get a break today. Just can't wait, Arcanine, get some specs or something, man. Gotta make you a choice specs, Arcanine, just to get hit things. I mean, damn. So ends up missing, ends up going down. Arcanine's dead as hell. So goes into Zay's Gliscor here, predicting an Earthquake, obviously bringing Brazuso in. He's probably thinking, wait a second, this thing's probably not got Iron Head, it's probably got Earthquake if it knows it can carry that, so good play on my opponent, predicted that outright. So evolve the into Mega Brazuso here, goes for the Earthquake, and of course Gliscor doesn't care about that. So it gets the Poison healed up, and Gliscor is not a Pokemon you want to mess around with. Here it goes for the Taunt, predicting maybe a Stealth Rock setup or something like that, but of course I'm going straight for the Ice Punch. I carry Ice Punch for this reason. Ever since I got swept by a Gliscor early when I first started playing somewhat competitive Pokemon, I just thought, you know what, I'm always carrying some ice moves on my team just to get rid of this thing, because this thing is a beast. So go for the Ice Punch again, and there is one dead Gliscor. Thankfully that is out the way, because these things are a huge threat. They can be run as a defensive wall and attacking set, and that Poison Heal makes sure no status can go on them. So he rings in the Garchomp here, and me fearing it's either going to be Banded or Scarfed, I'm not going to particularly stay around. Banded Garchomp's scary, Scarfed Garchomp's even scarier. So go to my Nelly here, and forgetting about the spikes, I was thinking, oh, I'm going to live with the Sturdy, but he just Mega Evolves to Mega Garchomp here, which actually looks pretty awesome shiny. I do like Mega Garchomp as its bright pink shiny. I mean, maybe not the best colour, but it you know, actually yeah, who cares, I like my pink Pokemon, sod it. I like J-Wits, I like my pink Pokemon, it's pretty cool. So anyway, goes for the Earthquake, I managed to live that, but instead of going for another one, he does make the good predict on the Ice Shard, and he's probably wanting to keep his Garchomp nice and healthy for later on in the match. And that Ice Shard does nothing to electrify it, and me not really wanting to switch into anything, I take an Ice Punch to the face, and down goes Nelly. So unfortunately that's my Rapid Spinner gone, so as I say, these spikes are really going to start taking their toll now. So I go into my Pretty Boy here, who's just going to be able to hopefully take one move and hopefully kill this thing off with a Hyper Voice. The Thunder Punch does a huge chunk of damage, and I go straight for the Hyper Voice here, and that does a good chunk to electrify, but it's not enough to kill it. So at this point in time, I'm going to have to protect, get some Lefty's recovery, as he decides to go for the Thunder Punch again. But of course I'm protecting myself and just getting that Lefty's recovery, because I want to be able to make sure I'm going to live a hit, and hopefully he doesn't get a crit. So it goes to the Thunder Punch again, Pretty Boy gets punched in his adorable little face, and I go straight for the Hyper Voice again, killing off this Electivire. I mean, bringing Electivire and OU, props to my opponent there, that's Pretty Boy's team. I mean, most of my team's UU, I think, of course, Pretty Boy and Shrew are OU elements, but it's still a pretty good team. Anyone who brings anything RU to a OU match, I'm always going to appreciate. So I go for the Protect here, as this, what you would call it here, Reina, the Star Raptor, starts going for the Brave Bird, and I know these things are usually either Scarfed or Banded, but I have seen Life Orb variants as well. So he goes for the Brave Bird here, and this does a huge chunk of damage to my Pretty Boy, killing it off good. Here I wanted to bring in my Brazuso just to test the waters to see if it is what you would call it, a Scarfed set, because if it's Scarfed or Banded, it is locked into Brave Bird and it's not going to be able to do too much damage. So on the withdrawal, he does reveal it's one of the two sets. So he goes into his Garchomp, but I'm going to go for the Ice Punch because I know it's going to cause good damage on whatever he decides to switch in. So the Ice Punch hits and does a ton of damage to this Garchomp, unfortunately for me, not killing it. So with it being a Mega one, I know I can live one Earthquake from it because Vizzuso's natural defense plus its Fritter ability is going to make sure I live that. So I'm able to finish it off with an Ice Punch. I mean, Mega Garchomp's a good Mega and all, but I honestly think its Scarfed Abandoned versions are better, but still, that thing is such a threat. So he does go for the Brave Bird here, and with him going for Brave Bird, I thought I could live this. Like, I was just kind of hoping I'd live it, but obviously, Staraptor's attack is massive, it's a stab move, and I'm on very low health. I don't care if I resist that, I'm just going to die off that either way. So I'll go to my Alakazam, thinking maybe this is a Bandit set, but obviously definitely Scarf now since he outsped my thing. So the Alakazam takes a huge hit, but luckily for me, I am sashed, and me thinking, good, I've got this in the bag, I can finish this thing off with a Psyshock, then the only thing left is that Sylveon to finish off. So it hits me up with a Psyshock, and it just lives, like, just a smidgen of health. I've really underestimated Staraptor's defense, and maybe should have went for a special attack. I honestly don't know Staraptor that well, but there goes my Alakazam, and at this point in time I'm thinking, well, this isn't good. I need a lot of elements to kind of play out for me to even win this game. So I'm going to leave his Spikes, break for my Focus Sash. Luckily for me, he doesn't switch out, and I go straight for the Mach Punch here, dealing damage to that Staraptor, killing it up good. So the only thing left is his pretty boy, his Sylveon, comes in, and blue Sylveon looks pretty good. Blue Sylveon should be the boy, girl should be the pink one, that's just my opinion. But, you know, either way, you can be whatever colour you want and whatever gender you want, it's still pretty cool. So go straight for the Spore, put that thing sleep, and I'm just going to go straight to the Seed Bomb here to get as much damage as possible. Should really carry Bullet Seed on it, would be better, but I'm lazy and couldn't be bothered to breed one with Bullet Seed. So after the Lefty's recovery, I'm thinking, is another Seed Bomb going to be able to kill this thing off? So I'm hoping for the best, hit for the Seed Bomb, and I'm able just to kill this thing. So really close match. I only won that because of the Spore there. If it wasn't for that Spore, probably would not have won that match. Either way, great game Spyro, as I say, channel's linked down in the description, check him out, he does like vlogs and stuff like that, a few Call of Duty videos. Anyway, thanks for a great game, and I hope you all take the time to like and subscribe, and of course, all have a nice bank holiday Monday.